When ranking anti-aging ingredients based on scientific evidence, we can divide them into three categories, A, B, and C. These groups reflect the amount of research available and the level of debate in the medical community. Let's start with category A for these ingredients. The scientific evidence is overwhelming, and there is almost zero debate left among dermatologists. The first powerhouse is the family of retinoids, which are vitamin A derivatives that speed up skin cell renewal. In the skincare market, you will mostly find three common forms, retinol, and tretinoin. From left to right, their efficacy, or clinical effectiveness, increases dramatically, but so does their potential for irritation. Choosing the right one depends entirely on two factors, your skin's personal tolerance and the product's specific formula. For example, a brilliantly formulated retinol can outperform a poorly made tretinoin, while a high-tech tretinoin product might actually cause less peeling than a basic retinol. Keep in mind that pure tretinoin is a medical-grade drug that doctors must prescribe, meaning you should never use it without professional supervision. Furthermore, if you are pregnant or trying to conceive, you must absolutely avoid tretinoin and the entire retinoid family altogether. The second ingredient in category A is pure vitamin C, clinically known as ascorbic acid or LAA. At concentrations of 8% or higher is backed by over 30 years of solid clinical research. However, pure vitamin C has two notorious Beltane flaws. First, it easily triggers irritation because it requires a highly acidic pH level below 3.5 to penetrate the skin. Second, it is highly unstable, meaning it oxidizes and loses its potency very quickly when exposed to air and light. Using it requires high maintenance. You often have to store it in the fridge, decant it into tiny bottles, and use it up fast before it turns brown and expires. Because of this, over the past decade, the skincare industry has invested heavily in creating stabilized vitamin C derivatives, which are modified chemical variations of the pure vitamin. Two standout derivatives are A and TEAT. While these derivatives successfully solve the irritation and stability issues, their scientific backing isn't as massive as pure LAA yet. We place vitamin C derivatives at the top of our next group, category B. Moving into category B, these ingredients show great promise, but they don't have decades of undeniable data yet. Right after vitamin C derivatives, we have peptides. Simply put, these are short chains of amino acids that act as mini versions of collagen, boasting a much better ability to penetrate the skin barrier. However, there are countless types of peptides out there, and not all of them target aging. If you want to start using them, look for proven tramped complexes like Matrixyl 3000 at 3% or higher, Matrixyl Syntha 6 at 2% or higher, or copper peptides at 1% or higher. Next is an ingredient you have probably heard marketed as a natural alternative to retinoids, Bakuchiol, used at concentrations of 0.5% or higher. Let's be completely honest. If your skin can already tolerate a retinoid, there is almost no clinical reason to switch to Bakuchiol. You should only opt for it if you cannot use vitamin A at all, such as during pregnancy or if you have hypersensitive skin in those specific cases. It is an excellent alternative. The final ingredients in category B are growth factors, which are natural proteins that signal cells to replicate and heal. These carry two main issues. First, a growth factor product that actually works, where the brand invested in real clinical trials to prove its effectiveness, is incredibly expensive because the extraction technology is highly complex. Second, their origin matters. Many experts argue that plant-derived growth factors do very little for human skin, meaning only animal or human-cultured options deliver true anti-aging results. If you are on a budget, you can easily skip this step. Now let's look at category C. This group consists of trendy ingredients that currently have zero scientific evidence proving they can fight aging when applied as a basic lotion or serum. First is topical collagen. As most people know by now, the collagen molecule is simply too massive to ever pass through the skin surface. Next are trendy ingredients like PERN, which stands for polydeoxyribonucleotide, commonly known as salmon DNA extract, along with exosomes and stem cells. While these sound futuristic and premium, their issue isn't that they don't work, it's that when applied as a topical cream, they cannot penetrate deep enough into the dermis where they need to trigger cellular changes. In a professional clinic, doctors do use these ingredients, but they must pair them with a specialized penetrating modality, a medical method used to force ingredients deeper into the skin, such as mesotherapy, which uses microinjections or microneedling. That is our master ranking for today. If you love a minimalist, high-return routine, you only need to stick to the two ingredients in category A. If you want an advanced multi-step routine, you can step into category B. As for category C, you can use them purely for fun and basic hydration, but don't spend a fortune on them. Remember, science never stops evolving, and this ranking will shift as new clinical data emerges. To wrap things up, I actually left out one essential product from category A because I consider it an absolute non-negotiable daily necessity that everyone should already be using. Do you know what that mystery product is? Let me know your guesses.